got the Lakers and the Heat going.
I just put up to the morning, you already know what I'm doing. Shoot it beside me forever, you already know how we shooting. I just put up in the foreign, you already know how I'm brewing.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Saucy Boys, and back another video. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, drop a like. We super close to that 900. We only like 15, 17 away. So go ahead and so we can hit the 900. Then we off to that 1K. But today I'm gonna be telling y'all my NBA playoffs / finals predictions. Now you know in the East, we starting off with the East. The first round we got the Bucks versus the Magic. Now you know game one they just went to them. Now in my opinion, if the Bucks can't step it up as a team, the Magic is sweeping them. The Bucks might take a game or two if it's not the full team playing good. You need the full team to win. You can't. Giannis is not good enough of an all-around scorer to carry against a full team. He can't do it. You need to be dropping 50, 60, high 40s to win. You can't, and you still need your other players to get like 10, 5, and good defense, which the Bucks don't really have that if it's just Giannis carrying him. So in my opinion, out of that series, if the Bucks don't step it up as a team, I got Orlando. But in my opinion, I can see the Bucks coming back. They'll play better as a team, and the Bucks will win it. So that'll be the first series. Then you got Indiana versus Miami. That's obvious. Come on now. Miami's blowing them. That's a 4-0 sweep. Indiana's not getting a game. Simply, the Heat, in my opinion, is the best team in the East right now. Team-wise, full team, they're the best team in the East. Full around, I'm talking bench, starters, facilitating, all-around scoring, defense, three-point shooting, everything. They are the best team in the East. If you don't want to believe me, watch these playoffs, go out and see where they end up. Then we got the Sixers versus the Celtics. The Sixers are getting swept. Come on now, the Sixers have nothing. Embiid, he's a beast. You've seen what he did last game. Carried, still lost. The Celtics are too good. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward did get hurt, but they still have a bunch of key players. Their bigs can't stop Embiid, but the rest of their team is smoking the rest of the Sixers. The Sixers really can't do much. Matisse Thybulle's a good defender. They have the pieces. They just can't win, man. I don't know what is up with the Sixers. Philly, y'all got to fix this up because the Sixers, they're looking goofy out there every year in the playoffs. They look like they'd be the favorites in a regular season. They're so good, this, that. Ben Simmons gets hurt. It's a wrap. It's over. They're not winning. Sorry to say it. Sixers in 4. No, Sixers. Celtics in 4. That's an easy, clean bye-bye sweep off the court. Then you got the, come on now, the Nets versus the Raptors. Is that even a real series? It's the East. There's always series that are going to be sweeps. Again, another sweep. The Raptors are going to blow them out. I honestly couldn't see how the Nets could even take a game. I mean, they have good hoopers. They have Karis LeVert. They got Spencer Dinwiddie. They have good players. But compared to the Raptors, coming back, they got, Lowry. They got Siakam. They had a bunch of good players that are just good, step up. They're good. They just won the finals. They have people that are fighting for it. People doubted them to even get to where they are, to even be the seed that they are. So to me, Raptors, easy sweep. So we got the Raptors sweeping. Then it would be, since the Celtics won, it would be the Raptors versus the Celtics. Raptors versus Celtics, that would be a back and forth one. Now to me, I feel like that would be a really good series. A bunch of young players. No really superstars on either team. All-stars, yes, but there's no superstars on the teams like it was before when they had Kawhi. So to me, if we're going through that, I would have the Celtics winning that in 6 or 7. It won't be an easy series for the Celtics, but I feel like they have the more scoring, they have the better guards. They got Tatum, they got Brown, they got the key pieces that will help them win. Now, it won't be easy. The Raptors could take it, but in my opinion, I got the Celtics winning that in 6 or 7. Then for the next one, since the Bucks, I had the Bucks winning and the Heat. It will be the Bucks versus the Heat. My opinion, the Heat are winning that series in 5, 6 games. Easy. Maybe not, a blowout every game, but they're going to win it in 5 or 6 because of the fact that they have the better three-point shooting by a lot. They got Jimmy, you got Dragic, you got Bam, Duncan Robinson, you got Tyler Hero. They have the most complete team in the East. Once again, they do. I see them beating the Bucks. Bam can be a good body for down-low defense. They still have other good bigs. They have other people that can bang with with Giannis. And Giannis, he's a beast. He can dominate with twos. He's not scoring threes. He's not hitting threes. And half of the time, it's just dunks. He does his free throws. He's halfway with it. He hits most of his free throws. But he's nothing you have to worry about from three-point line or even jump shot in the post. He's just a run and dunk. And the rest of his team, once again, if they're not stepping up, they're getting blown out easy because of the fact that he can play defense. And they play as a team. They facilitate, and they get all their shots. I'm not going to lie. The Heat hit a lot of open shots. You got Jimmy who could take over. No one on that team can honestly stop Jimmy. You might have Giannis, who can guard up on him. But you don't need Jimmy to score 30, 40 points in the win. He can score 18 and they still win because they have Duncan Robinson. They got Gordon Dragic. They got Bam. They have a bunch of key, really good players that can step up. Even off the bench, they got Chris Dunn or whatever that dude's name is. A bunch of really good players. I got the Heat winning that series. So then it would be the Heat versus the Celtics. Now, once again, the Celtics, we all know how the Celtics go every year. They choke. They don't have... It's just always how it goes. They don't have the team, the full team put together. They had a young players. A bunch of young beast players, but they just don't have the experience. They don't have, in my opinion, the Celtics don't have the chemistry to beat a team like the Heat. The Heat, I don't know what it is, man. They are so complete as a team. They can do everything together. Defense-wise, shooting threes. They're very high in the three-point percentage. Their defensive rating is one of the highest. Their three-point is. Their scoring, everything. They're a very good, complete team that there's no unselfish players in that team. Everyone just plays together. I don't know how to explain it. They all are just a very good, well-bounded team. That Miami team is very, very good. Now, if they get another superstar, which I believe they'll definitely get one during the summer, it's Miami. Who wouldn't want to play Miami, especially if this coronavirus stuff goes over? And Miami, you live in Miami, you play in Miami, you'll be a lot closer. I just see how that's going to be, especially if Miami is where the games are going to stay getting played. I'm not saying that's going to change anything, but that might be a thing because of the fact that if you're playing a full regular season next year, and you can't go anywhere, all the games are there. Family being an issue. People will do that, especially Miami has good money. They have a good coach, they have a good system, and they have the good players. You have three-point shooters, young players. Then you have Jimmy, who's, I wouldn't say a veteran, but he's been in the league long enough. He's been playing. He's been in the playoffs. He's faced LeBron and that Miami team. He's gone to places. He was on Timberwolves. He was around the Sixers. Now he's on a good team, good organization that knows how to keep players, sign players, and get people off the market. You see when they got Wade, they got Bosh, they got Braun. They did it. They can do it again. I will see them. Honestly, in my opinion, if I am the Heat, I'm going for Giannis. Simple as that. But in the series, I got the Heat going to the finals in this. Celtics are going to lose 7-6 games around that. So in my opinion, I got the Heat going to the finals this year. The Sixers, they're not doing it. They're hurt, too banged up. The Bucks, they don't have the full team together yet. They're not getting any new players. They haven't signed anyone significant that's going to help them win, to help Giannis. The Celtics lost Gordon Hayward. I feel like that's going to be a big loss for them because he's a really good player, stepping up for, 20, 15 plus points a game, good defense, all that stuff. For the East, I got the Heat going to the NBA Finals. Now over to the West, you got the Grizzlies. Wait, is it? No, it's not the Grizzlies. Portland versus the Lakers. What am I saying? Portland versus the Lakers. Portland versus the Lakers. Now we know Portland took game 1. Game 2 is going to be a different story. If you see how the Lakers played, they shot 5 for 32 from the three-point line or something. They were hitting no threes. Caldwell Pope, he's got to get traded. Come on now. I'd rather have Jason Kidd, that's a coach, playing on the court than Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope is terrible. In my opinion, he's got to go. Next season, that man's going bye-bye. Kick off the court, bro. You're off the squad. You're going. You're disbanded, bro. We're selling you for the MT. He is no good. Very inconsistent player in everything. Defense, he lacks. He gets cooked all the time. His offense, that man, he hitting the backboard. He's hitting the backboard. It's just, you in the NBA. Come on now, you got to go. LeBron ain't letting that stay on the team. The team ain't, we can't have that. He has to go. So in my opinion, on the Lakers and Trailblazers series, I got the Lakers. They lost game 1, but they shot very bad. AD had a very bad first quarter. They missed a lot of free throws. They missed 11 free throws, and they lost by 7. It wasn't a blowout. And late game, it was close until they started hitting the threes. People were missing this, that, the third. If they have the right team, they play together, they step it up. The Lakers are winning game 2. The Lakers are going to come back. They're 4-1. They're winning this in 5, maybe 6 if the Trailblazers somehow take another one, but I got the Lakers winning that series. Then you got the Thunder versus the Rockets. Rockets are winning that series, and they don't have Russell Westbrook. They didn't have him game 1, and they still beat them. I don't see the Thunder winning. The Thunder have what they need, but the Rockets have too many weapons. Harden is too good for them. There's no one on that team that can stop him, so I got the Thunder losing that. The Rockets winning in 4. That's going to be a sweep. 5, maybe. I can maybe see the Thunder taking because they got Chris Paul. They got the good players. Maybe taking a game, but that's the most I'm giving them is 1. I got the Rockets winning that series. Then the Jazz versus the Nuggets. Now that's going to be a 7-game series. You seen the first game, Donovan Mitchell dropped 57, and they lost. But the second game, they came out and they blew them out. The Nuggets have what they need, but the Nuggets, they're on and off. Some games are really good, some games are really bad. They have very good players. Jokic is a beast. Jamal Murray, they have everything. But in my opinion, with the Jazz, with Rudy Gobert, they got the defense, they got Jay Crowder, they got, who else did they have on there? They got, you know who they have. They have a really good, well-bounded team. Donovan Mitchell, of course, Joe Ingles. So I feel like they can step it up. I got the Jazz winning that in 7. I really don't see the Nuggets pulling it off this year. They don't really have everything they need just yet. They need one more piece, I feel like, just like a little bench star, someone little just to add to, or just another year to build together the team fully. With Bull being there, they got a couple new pieces that I think next year will help them out, but this year, sorry Denver, but it's not for y'all. Then we got the Clippers versus the Mavericks. Now, in my opinion, the Mavericks are winning the series. The Mavericks should have won game 1, but we all know if you watch the game. I don't know what they called that. They called it tech on Porzingis because Morris got in his face. He pushed, but that was just finesse. They would have won game 1. They won game 2. I got them winning this in 6 or 7. It's easy. I got the Mavericks winning simply because of the fact the Clippers really, people seen what they had with their team, but they're not the best team. They don't really have they don't have the bigs to bang with them. Porzingis is cooking that easy. And Kawhi can't guard him. He's 7'3". He's too good. And then it's just, I don't know, man. They can't stop Luka. Luka went crazy. You seen he already broke the record for like 70 points in 2 games. He broke like Kareem's or whoever's record. You're not stopping Luka. Whoever they've been putting on him is not working. And Kawhi and Paul George, I don't know what it is, but they just seem like they not together as a piece right now. Might take another year. I don't got the Clippers winning that. The Clippers are going by in the first series. Then it will be the Mavericks going. You got the Jazz going, the Rockets, and the Lakers. So the next series will be the Lakers and the Rockets, and the Jazz and the Mavericks. So for the Rockets and the Lakers, come on now. Now the thing is, they can have Caruso on Harden, which is a very good defender. He's not going to stop Harden. Harden's unguardable. We know this. But that's a good, scrappy defender. That's very good. He's physical. He plays with, intensity. He likes that. That's how he is. And I got that. They have no one to stop Bron. They lost a couple pieces. I mean, they have what they need. They play that small ball, which is very, very lethal. But the Lakers can still run a small ball, sort of. They don't need to play JaVale. They can run Howard at center. And Howard is pretty quick. We know this. He can finish. Very big down low, good defender, defense, everything they need. Then still AD. You can run AD at power forward. And then, Dwight at center. Power forward, AD is crazy. You know how quick he is. He's unguardable. Very good. They got Bron. They got Caruso. They got Danny Green. They got shooters. They can keep up with them. They just got to maintain Harden scoring and just make sure that the other key players like PJ Tucker and them don't pop off. I know Eric Gordon might be back, and the same with Russell Westbrook. They might be back eventually. I don't know how soon, but right now, how it's looking, we got the Lakers versus the Rockets. I got the Lakers winning that, going to the finals. Then we got the Jazz versus the Mavericks. The Jazz versus the Mavericks would be a good series, but I had the Mavericks winning this, simply for the fact that bigs-wise, they do have Gobert, but Gobert can't defend outside, which is where Porzingis takes over, as in my opinion, as one of the best bigs, because he can score so dominant outside. You can't really stop him if you're not going to be a quick center, quick on your feet. Like Rudy Gobert is good down low defender, but outside, we already seen him get smoked by every big that's outside. So I got the Mavericks winning that in 6. Then it will be the Lakers versus the Mavericks. They already beat the Mavericks enough. The Lakers have better all-around team and a lot of interior good defenders and all-around defenders that can defend on the wing. Danny Green, you got LeBron, Caruso, AD. You know how that lineup goes. That starting 5 with Caruso, LeBron, Danny Green. You can bring in JaVale, Anthony Davis. You can't stop. You have too many good defenders, a bunch. You have LeBron, you have AD, the veterans. Then you got Caruso, the young player, Danny Green, a veteran, JaVale McGee, who's stepping up, being really good. So I got the Lakers versus the Heat. LeBron facing Miami. He used to be on Miami. Eric Spoelstra. They're going back and forth. This is going to be, in my opinion, a good series because of the fact that it's a young team with a sort of young Lakers team. They got a bunch of old players, yes, but they have a bunch of key players. They don't have a bunch of stars. Yes, we know they have LeBron and AD, obvious. They have the more all-stars than them. But they have Jimmy. They got Duncan. That's a young Miami team versus the experienced, more Lakers, LeBron-led team. Which this, in my opinion, will be a hard series because of the fact that the Miami is such a good three-point and defending shooting team. The Lakers don't have a bunch of knockdown three consistent shooters other than Danny Green, honestly. AD, LeBron, all of them are pretty good, but they're not consistently shooting 5 to 6 threes a game and hitting most of them. Danny Green, he can go 5 for 5, 6 for 6. We know Danny Green can do that. That's not unrealistic. But Duncan Robinson, he's laying off. Duncan Robinson is the best three-point shooter in the league as of right now. Curry, you were hurt this year. We're going to put you on stand because he's hitting. He's stroking them things, and he's young. He still has a lot more time to develop. Very good three-point shooter. Heat, Lakers. I got the Lakers winning it because the Heat are going to be unexperienced, young players. They're going to battle. I got the Heat losing in 4 or 5. They'll maybe take a game. Not a lucky game, but a good hard-fought game if the Lakers play bad. So in my opinion, that's how you see it. I got the Lakers and the Heat going. The Lakers winning this year, being the champs. LeBron getting another ring. AD getting his first ring. Danny Green another one back to back. I got them winning it as the Lakers. Drop your comments down below who you think was going to win. Go back and forth. I'll be in the comments. I can talk to y'all. But I hope you guys did enjoy this little video. If you want to see anything else, I'll react to some of the games too if you want. But sub if you're new. Drop a like. And I'm out.